Good night, everyone. 8 p.m. we are here. How much people we have on the inside? Check, check. You didn't hear anything? Check, check. You didn't hear anything? Good night, 15 people on the inside. What is up? What is up? Love and appreciation for everyone on the inside right now. All right, let me share the screen. This is what we are doing tonight. All right. Tell mommy, tell daddy. As I said, live. We live on the TikTok. We live on YouTube. I drink some water because when I start to talk, I be talking. And it's peace. Where's everybody? We have 16 on YouTube. We have 37 on TikTok. I'll put this thing a little brighter. Boom. I think I should put this to charge also. Good night, Laura. You can try these two questions by the meanwhile, eh? Okay, try these two questions by the meanwhile. We're just giving everyone a little time to come in. Right? Remember, good night, everyone. I am a high school teacher. Just trying to help you all out, right? I do not have a SEA class. So I don't want nobody parents messaging me to ask me when is classes, sir, if you're offering a physical class. I don't offer classes. All right, this is just to the people. What is this? So the mean amount you spent each day was $8, right? So that means 9 plus 12, 9 plus 4 plus 12 plus something, call it box, plus 20, all over 5 is equal to 8. Right? And then we can. Right, what time we started? We started in 2 minutes. Let us give everybody a little time to reach. So you're the best teacher. Do you remember me? A bit late. Yes, Rajesh. From last week, 70 people on the TikTok. Y'all like and share while we're waiting for the others. Like and share. This job that I'm doing here is a likes. Right? Like and share YouTube, like and share TikTok, please. Right, where huh? You can repeat what you just said? You have to add up, so it'll be 12 plus 4 plus 12 plus, no, this is 11. Put box to represent Tuesday.
No, it wouldn't be 11, it'll be 10.
Right, correct. Put box to represent Tuesday plus 20 all over 5 is equal to 8. Right. Carry 5 on the next side, multiply it, add up all the numbers, then carry it on the other side and minus it.
Yeah.
Right, and you'll get what Tuesday was. Okay. Right, 81 people, 80 people on the TikTok. We have 45 on the YouTube. Right, what's the time? I just giving people a little time to come in here, you know. So they ain't gonna say, sir, I reached out 2 minutes late. You can wait for me. Right? Workout number 21 and workout number 22 by the meanwhile. That's what you should be doing right now. Some parents messaged me and was asking me if I could give you all a little time to do it. So I'm thinking of giving you all, like, when we're doing questions, I might give you all a little minute to try. Hey, somebody say Uncle Keen. Hello. Hey, Romario. That's Romario. What's up, Romario? My daughter is writing SCA. She right here right now with me. We pumping. Yes, I'm on YouTube. You can go straight to YouTube. If you're not seeing it properly on TikTok, I've seen 79 people on TikTok, right? If you are not seeing it properly on TikTok, you can go straight to YouTube, right? Same Keen Sir Mathematics. Can you all like and share, please? Like and share. Right, function time. Let's go. We didn't come here to lose. We came here to... Let me see who remember the slogan. We didn't come here to lose. We came here to... Win. That's what we talk about. That's Trent who was in my class last week. Right? These are the Trent who were in my class last week. Right? Winning time. Solely up, everybody. Let's go. I'll make a little space here in case we need space tokens, right? Right. So we basically have 2 3/4 minus 1.5, right? So you can approach this by doing the whole numbers first, right? So we're going to do 2 minus 1. That will give us 1. Ooh, this thing kind of bad. Hold on. Right. That will give us 1. Okay? And then I'm going to find the LCM of 4 and 2. The LCM of 4 and 2 would actually be 4, right? Let me know if everybody with me there. So what do? I'm going to say 4 into 4 is 1, and I'm going to multiply 1 by the numerator here. 3 multiplied by 1 will give me 3. You are going to bring down the minus sign, right? 2 into 4, 2 could go into 4 twice. You're going to multiply the numerator here by 2, right? That will give us 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. So this now would be equal to 1, and 3 minus 2 is 1 over 4, right? 1.25, right? Message, yes, if you got this. 1.25. Yes, if you got this, my children. Well, I tell you all, I know all the parents might be in agreement with what I'm saying here, but telling all you all, let us save this country, you know. I just pump that in my daughter and my son head every single day. All you have to save this country.
No, I don't.
Yes, enough. Enough. Right? Until it has been telling me, Daddy give you a break. Right? There we go. I hope everyone got that 1.25. So they are saying 2/5 of a number, right? You see that word of? You see that word of, my children? That just implies multiply 1 time. So 2/5 of a number. You know what we'll call this number? Right? Let the number be box. Box is going to represent the number, right? So I'm saying 2/5 of the number is 36. So let's write an equation to represent this, right? So 2/5, everybody's supposed to know that 2/5 is 2 over 5 multiplied by box is going to be equal to 36, right? This is how I approach this. If you all have a different way to do it, you all could do it differently. This is how Mr. Seret does this, right? I am going to carry this 2/5 on this side, and I am going to do the opposite of divide. You see this divide here? I'm sorry, this multiply here. I'm going to do the opposite of multiply, which is to divide. So box would be equal to 36 divided by 2 over 5, right? So I'm saying it again. I took the 2 over 5, I fling it on the right-hand side of the equal sign, and I did the opposite of multiply, which is to divide, right? I hope everybody is locked in. So we go in box will be equal to, now if we divided the fraction that we are dividing by, what we have to do? And you have to flip it and multiply. So 36 would multiply now by, you are flipping the 2 over 5. So that will become 5 over 2. This will be 36 over 1. Tell me if you're locked in, right? Tell me if you're locked in. We're trying to find what the number is. 2/5 of our number is 36. They want to know half of the same number. But before we can do that, we need to find out what this number is. So let's go. 2 into 36 would give me what by 18? Right? 2 into 36 is 18, right? For those who need to see that division, because I know it's not everybody is savvy in these things. If you need to work it out, work it out. Don't play no hero, right? Don't play hero, okay? 2 into 3 would be 1, remainder 1. 2 into 16 is 8. Once again, my children, if you need to work it, if you need to do this, 2 into 36, 2 into 3 is 1 with 1 remainder, and then 2 into 16 is 8. If you need to do this, right? We're not playing no hero here, right? So we go in box now would be equal to 18 multiplied by 5. Once again, my children, if you need to do your working, do your working, right? 18 multiplied by 5 would give me what? What are we going here? 5 by 8 would be 40. Put a 0 here. And then you're going to add 4 by what you get when you multiply 5 by 1. 5 by 1 will be 1. 1 plus 4, I'm sorry, 5 plus 4 would be 9. So box would be equal to 90. That is the number that we found 2/5 of. But that is not what the question asks. The question wants to find half of that same number. So for anyone who knows what half means, it will just be 1/2. And I told you all just now that this of means multiplier. Right? So let's go. I'm going to find half of that number now, right? Half of the same number. So half of the same number would be equal to 1/2 multiplied by 90/1. 2 into 9 would be 4, remainder 1, and 2 into 10 is 5. So the number, half of the same number would actually just be 45. This is my answer here. Now, how the exam was before 2019, you didn't really get a slot for the answer, right? So I just put it here. So I'll put my answer. Answer is 45, right? It's 45 was just a number, right? Signal yes. Signal yes. If you're GT, 100 on TikTok, 43 on YouTube. Come on, like and share. As soon as you get opportunity, like and share. Because this is the winning team. All right? We didn't come here to lose. We came here to win. Right. As I said, some parents was asking if I could just give all a little 30 seconds to try. Take a 30 seconds to a minute, and let's see if you can figure out anything here. 30 seconds to 1 minute. And our time and all it is 8:11. Go. You have any idea what to do here? Take out this. Leo, that's what I told you. Let me put it here. Right, 1 minute is done. So the bakery has 2 types of cupcakes. Well, cupcake trays as shown below. So this cupcake tray here, I'm actually going to count it 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 multiplied by 3, but let me count it on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this tray has 12 spaces, right? And this tray has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 2 by 3, which is 6. They said the bakery uses the same number of each type of tray to make 216 cupcakes. How many of each type of tray are used, right? So what I'm going to use is the same number of trays, same number of trays would be, we're going to call this box again. I love to use that box, eh? So watch it. 12 multiplied by the number of trays, okay, for the first tray, plus 6 multiplied by the number of trays for the second tray is going to be equal to 216. Soak it in. 12 by, it's the same number of trays, right? So that means that box could represent whatever we're trying to find. We ask us how many of each type of tray was used. Once I find this box, I would find the amount of each tray that we use, right? So watch this. If you have 12 boxes and you add 6 boxes, how much boxes would you get, right? You would get 18. 18 boxes. And this will be equal to 216. See, follow with me there, right? Then, what am I going to do next? I'm going to take this 18 and actually carry it here and divide, right? Anytime you have like 18 boxes equal to 216, is like multiplication is understood here. So you do the opposite of multiply on the next side, which once again is divide. So it's going to be 216 divided by 18. See, follow with me there, right? We're moving. If you need to work it, work it. This is not no hero maths, right? So 18 into 216, or you can divide it like canceling out, right? I feel canceling might be the better thing to do here. Hold on, let me cancel out. All right, why just doing this? Hold on. All right, let me cancel here, right? So how I'm going to write this, right? So box would be equal to 216 divided by 18. So let me go. I'm going to say, let me use 3. 3 into 18 is 6, right? And then 3 into 216, well, 3 into 21 would be 7, and 3 into 6 is 2, right? Make sure you're with me there. Then I could use 3 again. 3 into 6 is 2, and 3 into 72. 3 into 7 would be 3 to 7 is 3. That's maybe it's that. Hold on. 3 into 7 would be 3 could go to 7 3 times with 1 remainder. 3 with 1 remainder. And then 3 into 12 would be 2 into 12 will be 36. Right? Make sure all with me here. So I say 3 into 6, 2, 3 into 7. Wait, I make a mistake here. Yeah. Hold on. 3 into 7 would be 2. 2. And then 3 into 12 would be 4. 24. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 24 would be 12. So my answer here, which is the equal number of trays used, would actually be 12 trees. Okay? Right, yeah, 12. I make a glitch there. But you know what is glitch? This hour. Tiredness in my tail. Alright, let me go. We winning that we come here for. Hey, I tell you, I believe in all, you know. So we go in. Next one. I give you only 30 seconds to this one. 30. I counted it on my hand. Right. Winding up. That's 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds there, right? So let me go. A cinema has 7 rows, right? 7 rows the cinema have, right? So let me put it here. Let me give all that visual. It has 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, right? They said each row has 20 seats, right? So each one of these rows could hold 20 seats, right? All of the seats in 6 rows, right? So let me parallel brackets here. So you see this 6 rows here? All of these seats are occupied, right? So if I was to calculate how much seats were occupied in those first 6 rows, it will be 20 multiplied by 6, right? Okay. Now they said, so 6 rows were completely occupied, and then 5 seats in the 7th row were not occupied, right? So this 7th row here would be 20 minus 5, because 5 seats weren't occupied. So how many seats were occupied altogether? I need to work out 20 by 6, and I also need to do 20 minus 5. So this here would be 15. And then for these up here, 20 multiplied by 6, 20 by 6 would be 0. 6 by 0, 0. 6 twos are 12. 120. So therefore, number of seats occupied would be 120 plus 15, which will give me 135, right? Seats. Proper thing, right? If you need to go on YouTube, you can go on YouTube, guys. Anybody who's not seen this tiki-taki clearly, you can go on YouTube. It's very clear on YouTube, right? How are we looking on YouTube? Are they clear on YouTube, my children? YouTube clear. Right? My son and my daughter in the class right now. Right. TikTok, let's see clear. TikTok, there's a message. I'm going to pop the next question meanwhile. We go now. TikTok. Is this clear for you all, TikTok? Right. I give it another 30 seconds. We winning by Mariana. Loving the house. Hey, Leo. Look, somebody say hi, Leo. Leo and Kiana in the class right now. All right. Look, I see Gianna said yes, sir. So it's clear. If anybody's getting problems seeing it, you can go over to YouTube. It's what my name is right here on TikTok. It's that same name on YouTube, right? We have 60 people on YouTube right now. And I have 80 on TikTok. So I'm guessing some people went over. Can I do me one favor now? Put on this light here now. I find it looking dull here. Yeah, looking dull. Yeah, no problem. Right, yeah, you go ahead. Right, the place brighter now. Right, let go. So, a pattern a pattern is formed using triangles as shown below. So the first one is one triangle, then we went on to 3 triangles. So you're basically adding 2. All right, then here you have 3 triangles, you add 3 more. So you add 3, and then here you had 5, 6, and then you add 4. So what I am seeing is that it's basically going up by the actual number in the pattern we are in. So what you're going on here, I'm going to try to see if I can figure out the 5th. The 5th would be, so how much is this here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10. So the 5th would be 10 plus 5. Tell me if I agree with that, right? This will be 15. So it will be 15 triangles, right? So the 6th would be 15 plus 6. That will be 21 triangles. And then the 7th, which is what they are asking for, would be 21 plus 7. Tell me, follow with me here. Proper thing, proper thing. Tiki-toki. Talk to me. We have 64 on YouTube, and we have almost 100 on Tiki-toki. We winning all here. Like and share. I am doing this a likes, eh? Likes and shares. That's all the payment. I'm joking, eh? But yeah, like and share. Like and share. There we go. We're going on, Mr. Paula, Miss Paula here, boy. 30 seconds, we go in. $30 seconds. What are you doing there? What are you doing? Yeah, good. Oh, he messaging something. Look, Leonardo. Please go back up. Now, son, Leo, I know you're in standard 3. We can't go back up there, bro. It's peace. Let's try to pick up where you can pick up, son. All right? But I can't go back up there, bro. Try this one. What you can do, let's try them. As we go to them, try them. But what happens is I can't wait for you to do it, bro. Because we're moving at that pace here. Remember, these students have to go in their bed. I don't want to be here later than 9. All right? And remember, you in standard 3, so he just trying it. This is he in standard 3. He just trying. You in standard 5, not him. So let me go. I'm just trying to negotiate something here. So Paula has 125 cupcakes of 3 different flavors: chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. There are 45 strawberry cupcakes, right? So 45 is included in this bad boy here. Okay? So they said an equal number of vanilla and chocolate cupcakes. What percentage of cupcakes are vanilla flavored, right? So you know what the average mind will do here? They will go and work out what vanilla is, and they would not find the percentage, right? So look at what I'm going to do here. So basically, chocolate, and vanilla would be, watch it, chocolate and vanilla would be 125 minus 45, right? What is it give me here? No hero maths, eh? This is not a hero thing. 125 minus 45, right? 5 minus 5, 0. 12 minus 4 would give me 8, right? So 80. 80 represents chocolate and vanilla. But they said that they have the same amount, very good, Kiana. They have the same amount or equal number of vanilla and chocolate. So I can actually, so for vanilla, right? For vanilla, this will be equal to 80 divided by 2, which means vanilla would be 40 cupcakes, right? Now, the average man will stop here, but this is not what the question asks us to do. The question wants to know what percentage of the cupcakes are vanilla, right? So once you're doing percentage, right? Once you're doing percentage, lucky, nah? Percentage here is basically like the is over the off, right? The is would actually be the vanilla cupcakes over the off, which will be the total number of cupcakes or the initial amount of cupcakes. That will be 125. It's a percent we're trying to find, so we have to multiply by 100 over 1. Or let's comment winning if you're winning, right? Because what's going on here? I can say 25 into 100 is 4. 25 into 125 would be 5. 5 into 40 is 8. 8 multiplied by 4 would give me 32%. Right? Hey, we winning or we losing? What's going on here? Winning team. So I just reduce it to make it easier for me to do when doing percentages. No problem. No problem. Remember, this is so why most of you all are here is for a fresh, different perspective, right? I have actually never taught SEA before. This is my first year teaching SEA. I've never taught it before. First time. Hey, Ola, I don't promote that. I see somebody message something that I don't promote that. I love everybody. Everybody love in the house. I want to always remember, right? You all are 11, 12-year-olds, right? 13-year-olds. When you see we winning, and I say we winning, I talking about the country, right? We are not restricting this to one demographic or one culture. No, the country has to win. It's time for the country to win, and you all have to champion that. That's what I come in here to do. I come in to code all like that. The country have to win. Right? So there we go. Everybody needs to start a win. We ain't winning right now. We ain't going good at all. 30 seconds. Go. Yeah, it was correct. Yeah. Hey, just take a laptop now, sister. Take mommy laptop and you'll have it by you. Harry's 6 years old. No problem, Sarah. I see what you're saying here, Sarah. Proper. Winning team by Nisha. This is the winning team. Country had to start a win. It's time for the country to win. Right, let me go. The sum of Harry, Peter, and Celine's age is 45. Peter is 12 years older than Harry, and Selena is 15 years older than Harry. So basically, I like to use box earlier. So basically, Harry is like the blueprint, right? Harry is what we're using, okay? So let Harry equal to box. Anytime I bounce up question like this, I use in box, best believe, right? So we go in. We want the sum of Harry, Peter, and Selena's age, right? Because it's equal to 45. So we go down and form an equation now, right? So we started with Harry. Can everybody agree that Harry's age is represented by box, right? So this is giving me trouble. So start with Harry because it said Peter is 12 years older than Harry and then Selena is 15 years older than Harry. So Harry is box. Harry is the blueprint. Harry is what we started with, right? So let me add now. We go into Peter next. How much is Peter? Peter is 12 years older than Harry. So Peter would actually be box plus 12. Tell me, follow with me there. Right? So this is Harry. Harry, okay, would be here. And Peter would be this. Peter, right, would be this. Boom, bang. Okay? Now we go into Selena. Selena, I'm going to put Selena here. Boom, bang. So let's put in Selena. And Selena is how much? 15 years older. So Harry again, 15 years older than Harry. So I put in the box of Harry plus 15. That represents Selena, right? And this would now be equal to 45, right? I love to use this box, okay? Because it gives me the high school feel to use this box. So we go in. How many boxes we have here, my children? We actually have 3 boxes. You all seen that? 3 boxes. So I'm going to put 3 boxes. Plus, let's add the numbers here. 12 plus 15, there's no hero thing. If you had to add it here, right? 5 and 2 is 7. 2 and 2 is, 1 and 1 is 2. So this will be plus 27 is equal to 45, right? Now, if I want to find box, right, I need to take, this is my processor. I'm going to take the 27 first and fling it here, not the 3. We fling in the 27 there. Then we're going to do the opposite of add, which is the minus, right? So watch it. 3 box is going to be equal to 45 minus 27, right? Let me know, follow with me, because we move in. So 3 box would be equal to, this is not a hero thing. 45 minus 27 would give me, right, I see what you're saying there, right? So this will be 45 minus 27, right? You're borrowing 1 here, you remain with 3. 15 minus 27 will give me 8, and then 3 minus 2 would be 1. So this will be 18 here. We did a question like this above. So it's basically going to be like multiplication understood in between here. I'm going to carry 3 here, do the opposite of multiply, which is to divide, right? So box would actually be equal to 18 divided by 3. Box would be equal to how much? Box is 6, right? So therefore, please write your statements. Therefore, Harry's age is 6 years, right? Yeah, I see people messaging 6 on TikTok like mad too. People on TikTok were putting 6 like crazy. So we go in Selena. So, hey, look, Selena right here. I have it on partition. Selena would be box plus 15, right? Because Selena is 15 years older than Harry. Okay? So let me go here. So Selena, right? Selena, I don't know why I put this. Why this? Right. E2. I just want to write the child name properly, I put S now. Lord Father. Is this laptop going mad? That's happened when you're on your laptop whole day. On this laptop since morning to evening, right? Selena. We just superimpose that I there, so we don't have time for that. It would be Harry's age is 6, so it would be 6 plus 15. How much does sister have? The sister have 21 years. Right? That's how much that sister have. Proper thing. Okay, we move in. Oh, good. What kind of madman thing is this? I'll make it a little smaller. Right. 30 seconds. There you go. So it's 30 seconds question. Can I try this one? What? 30 seconds. Go. Go. A man say this is Roblox. A man say this is our Roblox question. What was that? Tie. 30 seconds. There you go. I hope you're liking up my lives, I only seen 8,000 likes alone on TikTok.
I need to finish up the maths.
All right. Sure, sweetie pie. Hey, I hope YouTube liking up my video, because I can't see it from here. But I just hope you're liking. I've seen it on TikTok. A little like a little mad. Right, let me go. I enjoy these questions though. I tell you, I will get into like SCA, and that's a scary thing. Right? Once I started like SCA is action from next year. All your family go benefit. Right? Because this is the first time I teach an SCA in my life. Let me go. Thailand kicks a football into a goal post, right? So Thailand kicks it from 3 different positions, A, B, and C, and earns the points as shown on the diagram, right? So 5 points if you kick it from A, 10 points if you make it from B, and 15 points if you make it from C, right? Complete the table below to show how Thailand earns a total of 130 points, right? So if you kick it from A, it's going to be 3 multiplied by what? It's going to be 3 multiplied by 5, proper thing. 5 threes are 15, right? And then for B, it's going to be 4. He scored 4 goals. So it's going to be 4 multiplied by 10, proper thing. So this will be 40. So if I want to find out what is missing here, right? So this is the missing, C's score. Let me put C's score. C's score is going to be the 130 minus the 40 plus 15, right? So let me work. This will be, this is no hero thing, 40 plus 15. 0 plus 5 is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5. So this will be 130 minus 55. Once again, no hero thing. 130 minus 55. Borrow, let me borrow this one now. So you get 13, borrow 1, you get 12. 10 minus 5, 5. 12 minus 5 would be 7. 75, right? 75 is the score. Put that here, my children. But the question ain't done. We still need to find the number of goals that he scored, that Thailand scored from C. How many points per goal for C? How many points per goal? It's going to be 15 points per goal, right? So I want to make some space here. Hold on. Right, I don't know why this bad boy stick here now. All right, let go. So C's on number of goals. Let's put number of goals. Right, goals. 4C. Let's put 4C. Would be equal to 75 divided by 15 would tell me how much goals C scored. Right? So we get there, my children. So this is going to be, I'm going to put 75 over 15. Now we're going to break down, right? 75 over 15. Watch it. 5 into 15 is 3. 5 into 75. 5 into 7 is 1. Remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 15. 3 into 15 would be 5. Proper thing. Right? Winning team. Message winning team. There we go. Now the thing about the live will be a little longer. How I actually giving you all time, right? Because last day I was not giving anybody time. We was just moving. But a few parents message me and say, sir, give them a little minute, let them try it. And I was like, all right. I'll give them a little minute. Even though I just have 1,000,001 things to do. I have 2 videos to edit when I'm done here. But let me go for the people. This is for the people. Let me go. Again, only 1 minute to try the 2, And I see men done belting out answers on YouTube. Men done belting out answers. Come TikTok, all you gotta keep up, YouTube winning right now. I just want to give something here as a hint. Please remember that 12.5% should be learned off as 1/8. You all need to learn off that, Learn off that. 12.5% would be 1/8. Okay? Right, I don't see answers that are coming like mad. So let's go. What is the total cost of the cell phone? Total cost, let's find the VAT first. I need to find the VAT first. Right? So VAT would be equal to 12.5% of 880. But 12.5 is 1/8. Right? So it's going to be 1/8 multiplied by 880 over 1. 8 into 880 will be 110. So my VAT would be $110. I need to find my total cost. My total cost would be equal to the 880 plus the 110, which is the VAT, and this will give me $990. Proper thing. All right, we go in. How many pieces of ribbon, each of length 25, can be cut from a 6 3/4 meters roll of ribbon, right? 6 3/4. So please pay attention to your measures here, right? Your units, okay? This is 25 centimeters. This is 6 3/4 meters. So how many ribbons could I get of this length from this? So it's like this needs to go into this, right? You know what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to convert 6 3/4 to centimeters, right? This would actually be equal to 6 multiplied by 100 because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? So I multiply the 6 by 100, and then I'm going to add 3/4 of 100, okay? 6 by 100 multiplied by 3/4 of 100, right? 6 by 100 would give me 600 plus 3/4 of 100 is actually going to be 75, right? You all can learn off these things, right? So this will be equal to 675 centimeters. I want to know how many 25 centimeter pieces I can get from that. So you know what we're doing? We dividing, right? So let me go. I can send 25 into this one time, you know. 25 into 600. 25 could go into 100 4 times. 6 4s are 24. Right? So 25 into 600 would actually be 24 plus 3, 27. Right? This could go 27 times. If you need to work it, right? Let me do it because this is not a hero thing. 25 by 675, right? 25 could go into 67. How much times? Twice. Then you have 50 here. You minus it. You would get 7, 1. Bring down the 5. And then 25 could go into 175. That's 4 and 3, 7. Right? Boom. 7 times. Right? So this would be 27. I put 77. 27 pieces of ribbon. Right? Proper thing. Right? Proper thing. Right? We moving, eh? We moving. I feel like this too easy to give all the 30 seconds, you know. What's going on here? What is the scales below show the mass of, I don't want to go later than 9, guys. The scale below show the mass of fish and the mass of chicken, right? What is the mass of fish? The mass of fish would be what? 2.5, right? And it's kilograms, right? For those who need to see it, this is 2, this is 3. We halfway in between. This is halfway in between 2 and 3. So that will be 2.5 kilograms straight from the scale, right? Difference. What does difference mean, my children? Difference means to subtract. Okay? Store that in your memory somewhere, right? Difference means to subtract. Okay? Let me make a little space here. So if I want the difference between the mass of the fish and the mass of the chicken, the difference would be equal to, I believe the chicken was 4, right? So it's going to be 4, look the 4 here, 4 minus 2.5, right? So let me work. 4 minus 2 would actually give me 2, right? And then it's like 1, not 1, sorry. That's wrong. Right? You know how to write this? How to write this as 3. So if I want to minus this, right, and using our actual working, this would have to be written as 3 and 2 over 2, right, in order to minus this. Because 3 and 2 over 2 is actually 4. So this 3 and 2 over 2, you're going to do 3 minus 2, you will get 1, And then 2 minus 1 will give me 1. And then your denominator is 2. Okay? So this will be 1.5 kilograms. That's the difference. Right? Proper thing, guys? Proper thing. So we go in. So the diagram below represents an aquarium. Calculate the volume of the aquarium, right? So if I want volume, yeah, go ahead now. Volume is going to be 60. Let me write it here. Volume is equal to length multiplied by width multiplied by height. After now, right? So this will be, my length is 60 multiplied by my width, which is 50, multiplied by my height, which is 40. So let me do them separately if you need to, right? 60 multiplied by 50 would actually give me 5 by 0 is 0, 5 by 6 is 30. That'll be 3,000, right? So now I'm going to take 3,000 and multiply it by 40. Okay? Now 0 by all these things is 0, so you're going to do the 4. 4 by 0 is 0. That 0 lines up with this 4. 4 by 0 is 0. 4 by 0 is 0. And then 4 3s are 12. And then you have to add another 0 here. So this would actually be equal to 120,000 centimeters cube because it is a volume. This is a volume. Right, let me work. Right, that's the volume of the aquarium, eh? So wherever you need to put your answer, right, more than likely your answer look like this, it'll have centimeters cube. So let's put 120,000 centimeters cube, right? How many liters of water will the aquarium hold when it is half full? Very important part to note here. You see this word liters? Very important. 1 liter is going to be equal to 1,000 centimeters cube. I want to give you all a little trick for this, right? Anytime you're going from left to right, meaning you're going from liters to centimeters, you're always multiplying. But if you're going from centimeters back to liters, which is what we're trying to do, you're always divide, right? And it's going to be multiplied by 1,000, and this is going to be divided by 1,000, right? So I need to change that 120,000 centimeters cube to liters. So 120,000 centimeters cube is going to be equal to 120,000 divided by 1,000. When you divide it by 1,000, you're moving your 0 how much times? 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? So your point would be here. Ball moving your 0. I mean moving your point. So your point would now be here. So this will be equal to 120 liters, right? But the question asks how many liters would it have when it's half filled, right? So let me write a little statement here. Number of liters when the aquarium is, need some space here. Hold on. Boom, bang, boom. Right? When the aquarium is half full, would be equal to 120 divided by 2 or multiplied by half, however you want to do it, right? 2 into 120 would be 60. So it would be 60 liters, right? 60 liters when it is half full, right? Message proper thing, if you understand this. Proper thing, if you understand this, guys. We have almost more than 150 people in the class right now. More than 150 people, right? So we go and message proper thing, right? Now we see, I seen proper thing like mad on TikTok. What going on YouTube? Are you sleeping now? Now we talking about proper. Let me go here now. And again, a little time again because we need to finish. So a farmer wants to fence a rectangular plot of land that is 30 meters long and 24 meters wide. What length of the wire is needed to completely fence the land, right? So if you want to completely fence the land, we are looking for the perimeter. Up here is 30 meters, over here is 24 meters. So my perimeter would be equal to 24 plus 30 plus 24 plus 30. Or you could do 2 multiplied by 24 plus 30. You could do that also, right? Whichever one you need to do, right? So this will be equal to 24 and 30 is what? 54. You can add them 2 at a time, right? So 24 plus 30 is 54. 54 plus 20, well, 24 plus 30 on that side is 54 also. So we can put 54 here, right? We can put 54 on this side also. 24 plus 30 is 54. Right? 54 plus 54. This is not a hero thing. 54 plus 54 would be 8. 5 and 5 is 10. 108 meters is the distance around. Right? Very good. Watch that. I love it at YouTube. I love all the energy YouTube. Right? Let me go. To fence. So we go in here again. To fence the land, poles are placed 3 meters apart. How many poles are needed? So if I want to know how many poles are needed, right? Poles needed. And they are 3 meters apart. I'm simply going to do 108 divided by 3, which will give me what? 3 into 10 would be 3, remainder 1. 3 into 18 would be 6. My answer here would be 36 poles. Right? Proper thing. We moving. Hey, I loving YouTube energy, boy. YouTube sending message. Oh no, I don't see TikTok. So TikTok, I'm sorry, but to see all here, I have YouTube on a separate screen here. But to see TikTok, I had to come back here. So very good TikTok. I've seen all the belting out answers too. Very good. Proud of you all. There you go. The diagram below shows a tablecloth with a shaded border. The borders are 1/2 meter wide on all sides, right? So basically, this is the tablecloth. The outside perimeter is actually the tablecloth itself, right? So if I want to calculate the total area of the tablecloth, I'll have to find the actual length of the tablecloth. So here, I'll put a different color. Here would be, how much here would be? Here would be 1/2 meter. And you know what? Over here would be, to make up the full length of the tablecloth, over here would be 1/2 meter also. So therefore, the length of the tablecloth would be 1/2, which is on that side, plus 5 plus 1/2, which would actually give me 1/2 plus 5 is 5.5. 5.5 plus 1/2 would give me 6 meters, right? That's you can say that's the outer length. Then up here, same thing we have to do for the width. Up here would be 1/2 meters. And then down here would actually be 1/2 also. 1/2 meters. So my width or my breadth would be equal to 1/2 above plus 4 plus 1/2 underneath, and my breadth would be equal to, need to make some space, hold on guys, space, right? So 1/2 plus 4 is 4.5, 4.5 plus 1/2 would actually be 5 meters. So my outer length would be 5 meters. So therefore my area of tablecloth. Ooh, what's this way? See why I gotta always be watching TikTok. Something they want me to do there. I almost lost all in on TikTok. I almost lose all in. Right? So area of tablecloth would be equal to length multiplied by breadth, which is going to be 6 multiplied by 5. That will give me 30 meters. What? It's area. So it's meters. Proper thing. Yeah, we almost finished. Are they going on another bed now? Almost finished, right? What is the area of the border? Now, if I want the area of the border, lucky net children, this is the kind of questions that SC like to bring, right? I want the area of the border, which is this little piece going around. So I already found the area of the tablecloth, which is, the tablecloth is this, right? Watch it, eh? The tablecloth is actually everything, right? Everything is the tablecloth, right? So if I want the area of the border, it would actually be the area, the inner area. Y'all seen there? What I do there, boy? Right. It would be this inner area, which is 4 by 5. You find that area, you minus it from the outer area, you will get what remains, right? So let's do it. So the area of the border would be equal to, no, this is not the area of the border. This is the inner area. So I can put area of the inner rectangle. Area of inner rectangle. That will be 5 multiplied by 4, which is 20 meters squared. So 5 by 4 is the area inside here, right? And we just found the area of the whole thing, right? So if I want the area of this blue part going around, it will be the area. So this will be the area of shaded region. That will be equal to the 30, which represents the full tablecloth, minus the 20, which represents the inner rectangle. That will give me 10 meters squared. That's the area of the inner border, right? Rolling. Make sure you have it. Everybody good here? Nice. Very good. Yeah, my daughter have test tomorrow too. She has a weekly test tomorrow. Right, let go. So Mr. Khan borrowed 6,000 from the bank at 8% per annum for 2 years. How much interest does he pay, right? So let me make some space here. So basically, to find his interest is like simple interest in finance. Simple interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time all over 100. Your principal is what you borrowed, right? So this principal would be equal to 6,000 multiplied by my rate, which is my percent, multiplied by my time, which is 2 years, all over 100. So you know what we could do here? I could cancel this, right? What's the teacher name? Sarah? Right? Let me go. So what I need to do is 60 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 2. Come on, y'all, give me some answers. That can help us move faster, you know. 60 by 8 by 2. So I'm going to do 60 by 8 first. Right? This is no hero maths. 8 by 0, 0. 8 by 6 is 48. Then you're going to multiply that by 2. You're going to get 0. 2 by 8 is 16. Put the 6 here. Add 1 to 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is 8 and 1 is 960. Yeah, you all need to give me some answers here. 960. This is my simple interest that he paid, right? Now, they said Mr. Khan repaid the loan in equal monthly payments. Calculate his monthly payment, right? So if it's equal monthly payments, first of all, we need to calculate the total loan. Total loan would be the 6,000, which is what he borrowed, plus interest. This is how interest works, right, guys? So this will be 6,960, right? Plus 6,000, right? Yeah. So 6,960 is what he actually owes, right? This is how interest works. You borrow, if so, it's like you borrow $10 from somebody and they say, here was his senior, I give him back $2 extra next time. So you have to give back the person $12. The same thing here. You borrow 6,000 and you calculate your interest, so you actually owe 6,960. But you want to know how much his monthly payments would be. So I need to also calculate the total months, right? How many months in a year? 2 years you repaying this loan for, yeah? Look it up here. For 2 years. How many months in 1 year? 12. So 12, you don't need, right? Yeah. So 12 multiplied by 2 would give me 24 months in total. So if I want his monthly payment, no, divided, it'll be 6960 divided by 24 would tell me how much I need to divide here. So let me go. Let me work it out long division. We ain't trying to play no hero here. Right, so let me work it out long division. I come in right here. Boom, bang, 24, 6960, right? 24 could go into 69 twice. I'm sure about that. 24 by 2 would give me 48. You're minusing here. You would get 1. 6 minus 4 would be 2. Bring down the 6, right? Now 2, if I do 2 by 10, and I'll get 240. And then think of it in here. 240 minus 24 would actually give you 216. So it would be 24 into 216 will give me 9, right? So then 9, and then you'll get 0 here. And then 24 cannot go into 0, so you put a 0 here. So your monthly payment would be 290 per month. Proper thing. So, Katine, let me know if you all need any further explanation. We have 100 on TikTok and 53 on YouTube. It was just 60 on YouTube. Everybody gone? We're almost done. Almost done. Only don't leave. I know it's 9 o'clock. All right. So, you'll see what happens if I have to give you all time. If I have to give you all time, we might probably be here till 10. All right. So, the better thing, hey, we going back. So, next week we're doing 2017 section 2. So y'all do that before you come, right? 2017 section 2. We going back. And then I feel after next week I'll start to do section 3s. We started from 2025 coming back with section 3s. Hey, look, this is food. The solid has 5 vertices, right? A part of the solid is drawn. That's all. We almost done. The part of the solid is drawn, right? Complete the diagram. This is what a rectangular base pyramid. You all seen it? Boom. Bang. Rectangular base pyramid. I don't see somebody now writing 290. That was up here. Proper thing, right? How many edges are there in this solid? How much edges we have here? We have 1, 2, 3 in the back here. 4, 5, 6, 7, I guess still have 1 in the back here. 8. 8 edges, right? 8 edges. Proper thing. We move in. Donna has a solid show below. Each edge measures 9. Shown below, each edge measures 9 centimeters. What is the name of the solid? Cube. Proper thing. What is the total length of all edges? Now, if one edge, my brothers and sisters, one edge is 9, right? How many edges does a cube have? How many edges does a cube have, my children? How many edges does a cube have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the total length of all the edges would be equal to 12 multiplied by 9. 12 multiplied by 9 is what? 9 2s are 18. Right? And 9 by 1, you're adding 1 here. 9 by 1 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 108. 108 centimeters. Right? Where we get 8? What 8 we talking about? What 8 we talking about is 9 centimeters each edge measures, right? So if each edge is a cuboid, so all the edges are the same. So if one edge measures 9, then all 12 will be 9 multiplied by 12. Right? Let me work. So Miss Donna come and stick 7 stars on each face. How many stars did she use, right? Stars used. How many faces does a cube have, my children? 7 stars per cube. So it'll be 7 multiplied by, how many faces does a cube have? Father Lord. 6. 7 6s are what? 42. 42 stars. Right? Proper thing. Right? Wait. Plenty people still on TikTok, boy. Draw a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides and no right angles. My children, the only shape that has one pair of parallel sides and no right angles would be a trapezium. Right? So this is it here, one pair of parallel lines, and then you have two lines connecting the vertices there, right? And what is this? The name of the quadrilateral? It is a trapezium. Right? Let's see how easy this thing is. Oh God. Symmetry. There we go. So how we're tracking this? You're going up 1, right? And then where we going? We're going 3 diagonal, 1, 2. So I go in 1, 2, and then I go in 1, 2, and then 3 up. So I go in 1, 2, and 3 up. So that point gonna be here. So let you drop a line to connect this. Boom. Then here you're going 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you come across. Proper thing. Proper thing. We winning and all here. All you realize, I don't know if you all realize when my energy dip, but my energy did dip. Right, this is the last one for tonight, right? Why just move in here? All right, there we go. Last one. Because I wanted all to leave since 9. I don't want to keep nobody here later than 9. Right. So there you go. The pictograph below shows the sports played by 75 boys, right? So all these circles and half a circles add up to be 75. So how many circles we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 halves come together to make it 12, right? So that's 12 and a half. So 12 and a half circles would be equal to 75 boys. So it's like 12 and a half, we need to divide. So it's going to be 12 and a half divided by 75, right? So let me put this here. So this will be the one circle would be equal to 75 divided by 12 and a half, right? Let's write 12 and a half as a as an improper fraction. 75 divided by 12 multiplied by 2 would give me 24. 24 plus 1 would give me 25 over 2. How do we divide this? What you have to do here? What you have to do? You have to flip and multiply. So 25 over 2 becomes 2 over 25. And watch it. 25 could go into 75 how much times? 3 times. 3 multiplied by 2 would give me 6. So 6 boys. 6 boys is represented by one circle. One circle is equal to 6 boys, right? Guys, we're coming to the end here. How many boys play basketball? Basketball would be 6 plus 6 plus a half of 6 is what? 6 over 2, which is 3. So basketball would be equal to 6 plus 6 plus 3, which will give me 6 and 6, 12. 12 and 12 is 15 boys, right? So this is 2018. Okay, section 2. Take care of yourself. Peace and love. Mr. Sennett is out. I have 2 videos to edit before the night is done. Take care of yourself. I love all you, right? Come here for 8. I've seen it have almost 150 people on TikTok. You'll come here for 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, right? 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, please. Right? That's the time we pump it. So I'll see you all next week. Enjoy your carnival. Be safe. I love you all. You all are the future. Right? Take care of yourself, people. Love in the house. Pure love. Right? Ending the stream here. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.